Hi, this is Sean McCracken, your OC Realtor, bringing you the California dream of eco, sun, and fun. Today's Eco Day. We're braving the rain here to have you speak with or listen to Ron May, who's the major contractor, green contractor here in Laguna Beach. This is part of an ongoing series that I'm doing on Laguna Beach green service professionals. And so let me introduce you here to Ron.
How you doing? My name's Ron May. I'm the owner of May Contractors Incorporated, Green Building Professionals. I'm a 40-year resident of Laguna Beach. I was born here, raised here, went to school here, and started, at the base of a shovel digging ditches in the construction industry 20 years ago. So growing up through the trades, coming up through the industry here, I had all the experience of working for different contractors in different styles. So I was able to work my way through that for about 15 years and opened my own business 5 years ago. 2 years into my business, I made a commitment to a personal friend of mine to green my projects. This was before it was, very trendy to be green. So we've been doing this for about 3 years. What I want to talk to you today about is waterproofing. And appropriately, it's raining here today, so we can talk about what waterproofing is all about. We're standing in front of a side of a building that has been waterproofed with high-performance building paper. This building wrap is called Tyvek, and it has a permeability to it, meaning that it keeps water out, but it will let moisture permeate back through the surface. Therefore, it doesn't trap the moisture on the inside, which will condensate and create mold within the cavity of the wall. That's a very important step. A lot of people don't understand it.
And by the way, we are on the ocean right now. We're right on Victoria Beach, and so obviously there's a lot of humidity, a lot of wet.
Yeah. What I consider is when we're working in Laguna Beach, I consider you're working in the ocean. Because no matter where you're at in any part of this town, you have salt spray that's carried by the ocean air and the trade winds that blow from the ocean to the mountains. Rarely do we get a Santa Ana condition, but so salt goes everywhere, road grime goes everywhere, and it's a lot of transferring through the wind and stuff like that. So that's why waterproofing is such a really important step. On this wall here, we have this. This is called a standoff piece, and this will basically keep the sheeting material about a ½ inch away from the building paper itself. Therefore, it creates what's called a drainage plane. That way, the water water will get in the siding because it blows up, down, it will get blown into different places. So we have to provide a methodology that water will get in, and then we provide a way for it to exit because water will take the path of least resistance. So here are the standoff pieces, and what we have here is we have a bug screen that, because little bugs will crawl into here and try and find their way up into this cavity.
Jeez.
But at every point we carry a bug screen to prevent bugs from nesting up in here.
Wow.
And also gives the water a place to travel out. We have on top of this door system here, this is the door header casing. We have a head flashing, and this is copper. You can see, because we're on the ocean, the galvanized will deteriorate a lot faster than copper. And with my company, we've decided to make it that I'm building buildings that are to last for 100 years. And that's very green. We're thinking about things and systems and going all the way through in order to keep this building intact so we don't have to demolish it or refurbish it and put it into the landfill. That's why the good waterproofing will give me the capability to see these structures in 100 years, from upstairs or something.
What's the average length of time of a current building now? What's the length?
It really depends upon what the quality of the construction is. There's a lot of tract homes that were built around here in the 70s and 80s, and those houses are deteriorating rather fast.
Yeah.
It also has to do with the fact that the technology that is available to us at this time is much better than the technology that was available in those previous eras of building. So,
and how did you learn about all this?
It's basically I'm really big on education. I never was really good in school, but I was very creative. So I was able to get into the building industry, and over time and doing, I became very competent in it. But at this point in my life, I've decided to jump back into education and really look at this. this is principles are the principles of building science, and building science has only been well, it's been around for a while, but I was introduced to it about 3 years ago when I made this commitment to go green, because it will provide me more education and avenues to find out what the building systems are like and how I can better fulfill that that green dream is what we're talking about. So,
and what's the recent certification you got?
I just recently got certified by Build It Green, California, so it's a certified green building professional.
Great.
It's a great one because it's a California-based system. It's not a national-based system that wants to build homes in the Midwest than the East Coast. It's more regionalized for California and its microclimates in California.
Okay, great. And let me just ask you one last question. What's the return? What's the is it more expensive to do this? Is it how do they get the value out of it? You know, I understand the houses last longer, which is huge.
Yeah, you know, it's basically what it is. It's a little bit more on the initial upfront cost, but home maintenance over time. I mean, when we're on the Pacific Ocean right here and the salt spray is blowing like crazy, it will get into places that unless the hardware is stainless steel, the nails and the fasteners are galvanized or stainless steel, and you do really good waterproofing, you're going to find that these houses deteriorate. And what it is the little bit more upfront in the initial build will save you in the maintenance of a home, and that's something that people don't talk about when they think about a remodel. Oh, we're going to have a new house, but what is the maintenance on your new castle going to be?
Right.
You know, it's anywhere from $5,000 to $25,000 a year, depending upon the size of your home. And when you factor that in, the less maintenance that you have to do over time will pay you back, because labor is always going to increase,
right,
no matter what. So,
as well as the cost of products and so forth,
exactly,
because of oil.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the deal, is that you really have to look at the long-term picture here. It's
right.
It's the short-term focus that really has led us to the place that we are now in the building industry.
Right.
But fortunately, there seems to be a real gravitation towards looking a little bit further ahead, and the environmentalism is coming to the top of the pile now, and people seem to be getting it.
Right.
And I'm afraid for the people who want to do business as usual, because I don't think that there is any more business as usual. It's an ongoing challenge.
So Ron, how can they contact you if somebody wants to use your services or talk to you further about it?
I have an office on Glenary and Thalia. It's at the Board of Realtors.
Phone number?
Phone number is 949-715-7110.
And your email address?
Is rmay-inc.com.
Great. Super. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Ron.
Sean.
It's we got a lot of great people in town here that are part of this movement, and it really behooves you, if you're looking for somebody, might have any remodel or a new house or something like that, to contact somebody like Ron to green your house. Is the way to go.